Donald White, member of the Hanover Advisory Committee. My concern is alternative fuels, so we can get off of spending and sending all our money to big oil companies in the Middle East. The problem here, particularly in this local region, is if I wanted to buy like a propane-powered car, the nearest fueling station is in Brockton. So a legitimate role of government is to do things that private sector won't and that the public as a whole can't. There's no demand for propane because there's nobody driving propane cars. Nobody's going to buy a propane car because there's no place to fuel it. Can government somehow step in and create local fueling stations or ethanol stations or incentivize gas stations to put that in so we can create the demand and then use fuels produced here in the U.S. with U.S. jobs instead of sending money over? I'd much rather pay 24 cents or 30 cents in taxes than to spend that money going to the Middle East and to wealthy oil companies. But we can't get onto alternative fuels if there's no place to get the alternative fuel. And the private sector won't put it in until there's a demand. We've got this catch-22.
Yeah,
how can government address that?
It's a really important, I mean, they all have been important. This issue is huge, by the way. You know, we have a really great biofuels manufacturer now in Quincy. There's another one going up in going into business in Pittsfield.
But it's the distribution part.
That's it.
It's falling apart.
That is
you don't
exactly
have the distribution infrastructure.
That is exactly right. That is exactly right. And you know, they have, you could use more flex fuel alternatives in a place like California, for example, but California invested in that distribution. Now, we can do that. It takes money. You can incent it in other ways, but having talked to, and Jeff thought about this a lot, I think, having talked to some of the, you know, the gas companies, for example, you know, you might as well do it yourself. The incentive that they're looking for is so rich that we might as well do it. But it begs the same question, is what I'm saying. You know, it's not like that room is there with those, with that cash. We're going to have to figure out what that revenue stream is that enables that sort of thing. And I do think that that is a role of government. When we were out in California on our little trade mission a couple weeks ago, at the Google headquarters, they have.
I saw this in the
Yeah, it was really interesting. Their parking lot is, I think it was at Google, has solar-driven lights, and then they have a plug at the bottom so that you can charge up your electric vehicle while you're parking during the day. I mean, you know, they're thinking ahead, and we have to get there. I understand that. And private industry can do but so much of it, but government has.
Massachusetts should lead, not follow.
That's right. No, I got it.
We should be ahead of California.
I'm with you. I'm with you. But like I said, it's a little quad.
We can do this. Instead of sending the money to the oil companies, we could be putting it into taxes and investing.
You're absolutely
We're investing in the Middle East is what we've been doing.
That is
Instead
exactly
of
right.
investing in ourselves.
And it's a security issue for us as well as an economic one.